Hey, Tubies. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to my last video, which was on horoscopes for the month of October. And if you haven't seen that, you want to go and check that video out. I give horoscopes for all 12 zodiac signs. So we go around the big wheel. And if you don't know what your sign is, if you watch that video, you'll hear the birth dates and you can learn your sign. So I hope you'll go over there and check it out. It's the video right before this one. I keep all my videos in chronological order. So definitely go over and check it out. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Well, a lot of you have been writing to me and saying, Psychic Bob, we want to hear more about alien species, alien races that are contacting the Earth. And I tell you, of all the years that I've been doing psychic work, and it's been over 20 years, I have to say the last probably 2 to 3 years, we have seen such an increase in UFO sightings. And you can actually do a check here on YouTube. Just type in UFO sightings and go by date, like UFO sightings 2012, 2013, 2014. And you're going to see that there are a lot of increases in sightings. And I really feel that this is because we are very near really full disclosure. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you psychics are full of it. You know, you think there's aliens, y'all are crazy. But, you know, it's really not an issue of what we think. It's an issue of that the facts have presented themselves. I myself have received channeled communications from the Palladians, and I do know they exist. And that leads me into kind of our discussion today. Today we're talking about another fascinating race. This is the race of the Andromedans. You say, Psychic Bob, who are the Andromedans? Well, the Andromedans are another race of aliens. They're very humanoid. They share a lot in common with the Palladians. Now, I did a previous video of the Palladians, and it's from the Palladian race we get the tall Nordic aliens, the blonde aliens that look like humans, beautiful features, long blonde hair. And some of them have dark hair as well. They're not all blonde, but they have a lot of blonde features. And it's believed that this is the race, the Palladians, who seeded the Earth. Now, what's interesting is, as Earth has been evolving over the last several million years, there's another race that is working in conjunction with the Palladians, and that is the race of the Andromedans. And the Andromedans are also humanoid. Let me show you a picture here of them. You'll forgive me, I don't have fancy graphics today, but hopefully you can see this image. I'm going to tilt, there's a little glare here. The Andromedans have an appearance from people who have encountered them. They look very humanoid. They're not scary. You can see they have kind of larger almond-shaped eyes. These eye structures seem to be very common among many of the alien races. The Andromedans, unlike the Nordic aliens, tend to be very pale-skinned and bald. They don't have a lot of hair. I've heard some of the females have longer hair among them. Even some of the females have short hair or also bald. Now, what's interesting is the Andromedans come from the Andromeda galaxy. Let me show you a picture here. This is our nearest neighbor in space in terms of galaxies. We inhabit the Milky Way galaxy, but the next galaxy over from us is the Andromeda, the galaxy of Andromeda. And there's a picture of it. Here's another one a little closer up. But the Andromeda galaxy, as you can see, has a central sun like ours, and it revolves in the standard pattern like galaxies. And there are many worlds within this, this sphere of space that have inhabitants. Now, the Andromedans, just so you know, this is only one type. This is the one that most people seem to have encountered. In terms of physical size, this race is approximately the same size as humans, between 5 and 6 feet tall. As I said, humanoid, 2 arms, 2 legs, normal bodied. They're very intelligent. They speak any language fluently. Highly, highly intelligent. And the people that have had encounters with the Andromedans have said that they have informed people they've talked with that they are here to further assist our evolution, to help increase our knowledge, and to help us grow as a species, particularly to move away from nonviolence and to expand our intellect. So they share a lot with the Palladians, and in fact, they work together. I have heard that the Andromedans are not friendly with the Draconis, the Draconis star system people. You may remember we did a video on that. The people from Draconis are the ones that are the reptilians. And supposedly the Palladians and the Andromedans are literally working together as to hold off the reptilian race who wants to dominate and subjugate and enslave the human race. So these guys, they're the good guys, okay? Not the bad guys. We like them. They're our friends, okay? They've kind of had a wait and watch. They've not been too much intervening in U.S. or in not United States, but in world Earth culture, because they believe in letting evolution take its course. Now, they do try to stave off extreme violence. I've heard tales that the Andromedans, as well as the Pleiadians, have at times prevented nuclear war on the Earth. So they do get involved at a high level. It's believed that they interface with the Galactic Council, the Intergalactic Brotherhood, and are part of that as well, which is basically a military command that ensures peace in the cosmos. Now, what's also interesting about the Andromedans is that, as I said, they are at war with the Draconis star system people. I don't know if it's a war, it's more of a Cold War, but they're definitely having a standoff with them. One of the things that's absolutely fascinating about this alien race is they are one of the easiest to connect with in terms of psychic contacts. Many people are channeling them now, and basically all you have to do is say, beam up, literally, send up your consciousness and ask them to come through. And I think it would be a wonderful experiment for all of us here at YouTube at Spirit Channel to, over the next month, if you feel like it, practice meditating and just calling them. Say, is there any, are there any Andromedans who want to talk to me, have a message? You might get asked, for example, you might pick up a message telling you some interesting fact about them or about your own journey on Earth. I've heard people tell me that they've actually been able to go outside and literally talk to the sky and see a ship appear. And these are not crazy people. I talk to people literally all over the world. People call me. And many people have reached out to me over the years, have said, Bob, I'm not crazy. I literally did it and it happened. So I do think there is, evidence that the Andromedans are one of the easier races. As I said, they're very interested in our well-being and in our evolution. And where people are open to interacting with them, it seems like they're very eager to assist. So I'm very excited because I was not very familiar previously with the Andromedans. I know about the Arcturians, who are also very similar to the Andromedans, at least in appearance. You may remember the Arcturians look somewhat similar. They're more blue-colored, whereas the Andromedans are more white-colored. But the interesting thing is each of them are participating in humanity's evolution. And so I think with the Andromedans, if you want to work on your psychic development, you want to connect to your higher self in your channeling, it might be a good idea to invite them in. They're very spiritual from what I've heard, and they love to work with humans. So nobody that I've heard from, and you can research this, there's not been a single person who's ever had a negative experience with an Andromedan. Now, we've talked about the Greys, and we know about them, and they're questionable. But the Andromedans, very positive, very high vibration, not scary. They're very gentle people. And so I think it would be interesting over the next month if we all kind of spend some time and see if we can talk to them and ask them to be present. I'm going to certainly include that as part of my UFO watch. For those of you who may not know, every week I go out on UFO watch. I haven't yet posted on YouTube because I've had some internet connection problems. But on Instagram, I do post my updates on UFO sightings. So if you want to follow that more closely, go join my Instagram at www.instagram.com/psychicbob, all one word. I'll put the link below. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to come here, share this thought with you. Curious to know, have you ever heard of the Andromedans? Have you worked with them? What's been your experience? Tell me in the box below. And, maybe you'll consider joining me maybe every week, maybe every Friday night or Saturday night, or even both nights. We could make it a goal that we're all going to meditate and ask the Andromedans to interact with us. I think that would be fascinating. What do you think? Anyways, tell me about your thoughts on that as well. Guys, I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I hope you'll like this. Favorite, share it with your friends, put comments in the box below, and let's see if we can make contact with the Andromedans, and we will be part of history to help with Project Disclosure. Thanks for being here, guys. Listen, look forward to talking to you. Do keep up. Give me comments below. Blessings to you. Have a good day.